I'm Aaron Graber with Ventrac, and today is our Spring 2025 Product Roundup. We've got a few new accessories here with me in the studio today, and we figured since we've been pretty busy, our engineering teams and marketing teams, launching new product here in the last couple months, we might as well get everything that's been new lately in one spot. So what does this list include? Well, it's a little bit of everything. We've got power grapple, brush cutter, weed bind, pallet forks, debris bag, alternator kit, brush guard. There's a lot to talk about here, so in the interest of not wasting any time at all, we're going to start with the first thing up, and that is the power grapple. And the only thing I like more than talking about the power grapple is using the power grapple. It is truly one of the best attachments that we have. It is a 10 out of 10. This is a must-have in every single fleet. So this is something that we launched pretty recently. The bad news here is that we are a little backed up on production of these, and we're not quite able to get enough out the door. So if you want one of these, the best thing for you to do is to call your dealer as soon as possible to see if you can get one of the ones that they have on order, because I think we're gonna have some limitations here in early parts of 25 on the ability to make enough of these units. So this is something that will be pretty popular. If you want it immediately, you're gonna have to get in line and try and see if you can get one from one of those first batches. But it's for good reason. This thing is very useful, and it's something that no matter what customer type you are, should be in your fleet, and it's really easy to hook up and use. Awesome for a lot of different scenarios. The retail price on this thing is $32.98, and it's worth every penny. The next attachment on the list, pallet forks for the KM loader. And these are a very simple attachment. You can see that there's a pallet on these forks to highlight exactly the type of work you might be doing. This is something that is pretty useful in the Ventrac fleet because you could have Ventrac attachments on a pallet and use this to put them up on a rack to save yourself space in the shop. They can lift 410 pounds on flat ground, and they're priced at $1,400 currently. So it's a great value for a lot of versatility, and there are an endless number of uses for pallet forks. While I'm over here, I want to highlight the first of our two brand new accessories, and you may have missed it because it blends in really well, but it's been here all along, right behind the pallet forks, mounted to the loader, and that is our new brush guard for the KM loader. The main benefit of the brush guard is to protect all of the hydraulic components that exist right behind it on the front side of the tractor. If you're working in heavy debris, especially with the rock grapple or the log grapple, you'll often find that that debris kind of hangs down and gets close to the tractor. This brush guard keeps it away from the grill of the tractor and keeps it located in front where the loader is so that you don't do any damage to the machine. I also think it looks cool, and another benefit is that it ties the left and right side of the loader together. So depending on your trailer ramps, we've seen this in the past before where if you have very steep trailer ramps, then those feet on the loader can run along those ramps as you're loading and unloading. The brush guard gives you the ability to glide over in that situation a little bit easier than the standard KM setup. Pricing for the brush guard is going to be on the screen when this video goes live, and if you're interested in this, call your dealer, get one on order. Another small accessory that I'm going to highlight while I'm standing here is the debris bag. It's mounted to the left side of the tractor, back near the gas tank. It's one of those accessories that's really simple, it's pretty affordable, it's 59 bucks, but it's also very useful. Whenever you're mowing along and you see trash in the ditch or you're just trying to clean up something that you're mowing past, it's good to hop off and throw it in that bag so that you can take it back to the shop or back to the trash cans. It's just something that's nice to have along as additional carrying capacity. And in the comments, I would like to see, and in fact, I'll make this commitment now, whoever gives the best one, I'll send you a free one. I want to hear what's the craziest thing you truly expect to throw in that debris bag, and go. The next attachment I want to highlight is the weed bind. I thought this was only going to be interesting to municipal buyers or institutional buyers just because of the complexity of it, the cost, the desire for the job that it does. And as it would turn out, it seems like nearly every customer type is at least interested in this piece. And I think that's a good thing because the job it's doing is very unique. It's the first of its kind. And essentially, if you don't understand or know the weed bind, it is mechanical weed control. The purpose of this device is to be able to control weeds and develop a really quality green space without the use of chemicals. It's something that has worked really, really well in our testing, and we've got a little bit of spark here at the beginning of the sales process with it, with a lot of different customer types. I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. But if you're interested in this is definitely worth checking out in a separate video because there's a lot of intricacy to how it functions and where we would recommend applications being used for the weed bind. The only negative thing I can say about the weed bind is this is not an attachment that's going to change your property overnight. And that's something that we are pretty used to with a lot of our Ventrac attachments, so it'll take a little getting used to if you get this unit in and you're expecting an overnight change in your turf quality. However, I do know that over time, it makes an incredible difference, and that's something that we're gonna see a lot of customers be really happy with over time. Speaking of attachments that make an instant difference to your property, the brush cutter is probably the best example in the entire Ventrac line for attachments that take some condition and change it completely in a matter of minutes. The brush cutter is the most aggressive cutting deck that Ventrac offers. It has a totally different cutting style to the Tough Cut or any of the other mowers that we offer, and it's much more capable. The brush cutter is capable of cutting vegetation up to 3 inches, and it does it with ease. It's one of those machines that just does a lot of work, so the visual perspective that you get from working on a property totally changes. You can take a completely overgrown area that's several years in the making and completely knock it down, shred it to pieces, and clean it up with the brush cutter. It's a very tough deck. It's built to withstand that kind of use long term. It's priced at $6,500, which is a pretty fair price for the kind of work that you can do with a machine like this. And you'll have to ignore the shelf that we've got going on here. This is our last topic, so ignore all of the parts that are on the brush cutter. That has nothing to do with this. I do want to highlight, though, that we have an operator's manual. I didn't know why it was down here, but somebody had left it because the unit is new and set up, and they all come with manuals like this. In all of the years that we've done this, I don't think I've ever actually held a manual in front of a product on a video like this to highlight it. Your manual has every bit of information that you could possibly need. So when you get a new piece, whether it's a tractor or an attachment or anything else, and you see this, don't bin it, file it away, use it before you use your attachment, and understand everything there is to know. Now let's go to the last piece of our product roundup, and that is our second brand new accessory, never before seen in video, and that is the 4520P 60 amp alternator kit. So those in the know would be aware that a 4520P currently puts out half of that, and this kit basically gives you a lot more electrical power on a 4520P. The big issue we had with that engine in the past is that it wasn't quite able to run the cab and all the accessories, so we never recommended it for winter use, knowing that most people are likely to have a cab on and they want to run other accessories as well. Now we can do that. We're still shipping 4520Ps in standard trim with half of this electrical capacity, but with this kit, you can go up to 60 amps and that's able to run all of those things. The cost of this kit is $795 and it is available immediately. It just makes one of our engine options even more versatile to give you the ability to run any tractor that you want to in any season. Okay, that was a lot of information in a short amount of time, which makes this the perfect time to remind everyone that we have dedicated videos on most of these individual attachments and accessories. And for the ones that we don't, we will have those videos in the near future. So if you're looking for more information or just a specific look on any one of these things, be sure to search our YouTube channel for a video related to that product, or head over to the Ventrac website to see if there's any more information we can give you. Beyond that, you can reach out to a dealer or leave us a comment on this video and we can get some of those questions answered for you. Speaking of comments, I want you to head down to the comment section and tell me which one of these accessories or attachments is your favorite and one that you plan to buy. And go ahead and also tell me which one you want your neighbor to buy so that you can borrow it without paying for it. As always, thank you for watching this video, and if you need anything in the future, please contact us. We'll see you next time.